So today let's talk about why nofap give you superpower, and some people just don't have the superpower even when they practice abstinence. So obviously the last few generation, the older generation, most men were nofap. They didn't have any technology like easily accessible porn. In this generation, being on nofap make it seems like you are superhumans. So why is that? Because your brain is constantly seeking sex. So if you have just a few clicks and you will have all the women the world can provide at your fingertips, like click click, then your brain will no longer motivate you to take risk, go out there, spend energy, improve to attract the ladies. Same for women, right? For women, because if your nature, your subconscious, your brain think that you are already reproducing, you are having sex, so your brain is assuming that whatever you're doing right now must be correct. Let's not rock the boat. Let's not fix anything that isn't broken. Plus, your brain always want to protect you. Therefore, if just by hiding in your room you get sex, why would your brain allow you to go out and take all the risk of the sunlight, the wind, the elemental damage to your skin, and going to the bar, stuff like that? You risk fighting with another dude, right? And also the brain always try to conserve calories. Walking out of the house require calories, and calories used to be scarce and precious. So by default, humans like to lie around, right? Unless you have to have a fight or flight response to some danger, or you have to get sex, stuff like that. So people who were bullied or traumatized, when they grow up, they might exert extra energy to learn martial art. Like martial art would lead to injury, like frequent injury and exertions of calories, and your heart can only beat so many times in your lifetime, right? So your brain is trying to limit unnecessary heartbeat. There are theory about that, right? Your brain trying to limit your calorie intakes, because the more you burn your calorie, the more oxidation stress, metabolic stress to your body. But things will change because of the technology and life extension and all that. But so this is why when people have a habit of masturbation or looking at girls on the internet, the brain think they are the real ladies or the real men, and therefore it doesn't give you any motivation. So I used to be like from age 0 to age 24, I was a nofapper, right? And the result, there was supernatural result, because the brain ultimately, when it get pushed to the corner and say, hey, this guy, no matter what I do, I make him stare at girls, I make him talk to girls, and he's still not reproducing here. So let's level up, make him grow taller, stronger. Still not enough, more charm, more humor. It takes a long time for these things to manifest, but trust me, when you are on abstinence, no sex, no fap, these things eventually will come, especially if you're still young, because when you're still young, you have more time for your brain to bring you all this gift, right? I'm sure when you're older, you still have a lot of benefit from nofap, but you have to combine it with some technique. When I was younger, I didn't know those technique, and I fell into all kind of trap. So you see, even when you are nofap, you still need other complementary knowledge and skill to protect this habit. This system is very fragile, because let's say you're on nofap, but you're looking at girls. Guess what? If you're in the mall looking at girls, or you daydreams about them, guess what? You're practicing visiting the porn site. Basically same process. You look, then you imagine, then it will lead to etc, etc. So when you go home, this same cognitive process, this brain habit, look, imagine, then you will go on the internet and look, because you've been looking all day. So why would it stop, right, when you're at home? So I have made a course on that, on PMO, how to recover from masturbation habit and from porn habits. Yeah, so if you want to have superpower, if you want to know without using like willpower, struggle and torment to maintain an abstinence, a relative level of abstinence, because some of you might have girlfriend or wives and you need to have a sex life. So, but how do you maintain? If you need to maintain a certain quality level of abstinence, yeah, I'm an expert on that. So today I just gave you one simple tips on how looking at girls would lead to looking at porn when you're home. So just don't look at all. Don't look at all. Just by looking a little compromise here and there, the karma is that it create a habit of looking and peeking, and the peeking will carry over to watching porn when no one is around, when you're home. So my course is on Udemy. I have a lot of insight about how to maintain a nofap life and manifest the superpower into being. So the simple concept is basically, when your brain think that you are not reproducing, trust me, it will release all sorts of hormones. It will give you all sorts of intelligence boost, find ways to improve health and etc. It might take years. The longer the process is, the more superpower it comes, because the brain say, okay, if this is not enough, how about this? If this is not enough, how about this? And keep going. Like, I have no doubt one day you will levitate. One day you will shoot laser from your eyes, because your brains were thinking, still not enough, I got to mutate your DNA. No, just killing, but just a metaphor, you see? So link below is my course. Please subscribe. I'll have a next video. Next video I will talk about the two paths. As a man or woman, we have two paths. The path of decadence and the path of personal growth. How come so many people end up in the path of decadence? Is my next topic.